We should stick to the main plaza, unless you like getting soaked by the rain.
Alison grafikçi. Güzeldi. Eşyalara bırakacağım, üstüm çok ağır çünkü.
When you have a moment.
I can't believe I get to stand near you.
Kaynaklar. Dur. Benim envanterim. Kaynaklar. Tüm kaynakları depolayın dedim. 224 oldu. Tamam, güzel. Silahlar. Silahları bırakmadım. Silahlar işi yapacaktım ya ben. Kasaya koyacaktım. Bunu kullanıyor muyduk, kullanmıyor muyduk? Hangisini kullanıyorduk biz? Umutsuz süt kaçtı. Menzili 100. Ama şunu da bırakayım. Güzel. Barınmış güllün. Şimdi koşabiliyoruz istediğimiz gibi. Vallahi saldırmıyorlar.
The scanners won't hurt you. Don't stop unless you're told to do so.
There's a bounty on you. Get that cleared as soon as possible if you know what's good for you.
Tamam, kilelledi. Temizletti, kadın hala üstüne ödül var diyor. Temizledik ya oğlum. 165.000 koydu. Çok para. Oğlum cennet lan. Artık buraya giriyoruz, kimse saldırmıyor ha. Crystal Ranger. Bura bizim ofis lan. Bura bizim ofis. Selamünaleyküm. Ne yapıyorsunuz ya? Bizim ofiste hiçbir şey yokmuş ya. Bura bizim ofis.
Heard you made Ranger. Nice job.
Ranger'ı öldüğünü tabii kardeşim. Bir dakika. Ödül için ha. Oğlum bunu kullanabiliyoruz mu? Böyle bir iki tane. Yapsın. Bas. Grab Game kim ya? Yeniyor mu? Ya Grab Game oynatmıyorsunuz ki adamı.
Ben korurum.
Şöyle bir güzel oynatsın. Evet tabi. Tabi ya. Koyuyorum beni zaten de kimse görmüyor.
Bu oyunun içinde seni bulamıyorum ki koyalım.
Tabi böyle Serhat abi diye bağırsan beni bulmazsın zaten. Madam.
Nice. The Astral Lounge got you down. You're in the right.
Madam. Bu ses ne ya? Kim oğlum? He, fight burada mı çıkmıştı ya geçen? Üstte bir kız var, onunla konuşmamız gerekiyor. Selamun aleyküm.
You looking to get zoned?
Nope. No can do. Seni arıyorum.
Yeah. Well, if I had a credit for every time I heard that line, I wouldn't be stuck working in this place. So, I'm guessing you're the rook that Delgado sent.
Delgado yolladı beni. Delgado da bu korsanların başkanı.
Big boss that I'm in no mood to screw around. We'll make this deal when he starts taking me seriously. And I'm getting tired of the fleet not taking me seriously. I spent the last 3 months setting up this job, burned 2 contacts and a hell of a lot of credits. The whole time, I'm also keeping Bayou off our backs. That idiot even catches a whiff of money and he latches onto you like a damn leech.
The few times I've dealt with Benjamin Bayou in the past have been rather unpleasant,
Kızı
to
aşağıda
say the
kalmış.
least.
That's the way it's gonna be, huh? Fine. I don't have a ton of time to stand here and screw around, so I'm gonna make this as clear as possible.
Anlat
If
bakalım.
you want the conduction grid tech, then you're gonna have to download it from the power core of Generdyne's facility in the underbelly. I'm talking about Generdyne's main power plant for Neon. All their cushy offices might be up in the trade tower, but the nuts and bolts of their operation are running beneath the city. Love the confidence. But before you pull the ripcord, I'm afraid I need to add a bit of a wrinkle. While you're inside Generdyne, I need you to plant a virus into their system. It's a
Virüs
simple side
koyarız.
job that'll earn you some credits. I think you can handle it.
Yaparım ya, sen rahat ol. Virüs de koyarız. Başka ne istiyorsun? Ketçap, mayonez de sıkarız makinenin üstüne. Ne istiyorsun ya? Şey yaparız ya. Yaparız. Her zaman ekstra artık baba, artık para lazım ha. Oyun bizden bu kadar para çalabiliyorsa ben de oyundan bundan sonra paramı çalarım.
Well, look at you. You're smarter than I thought.
Yep.
Generdyne has all sorts of tasty,
165
valuable
k
snacks
ödedim
and
buraya
databanks,
gelebilmek için.
and I want
65
access.
k.
Here,
Büyük
take
para.
this microdrive and access the computer in Brayson Bayou's office. It'll do the rest on its own. It might be wireless, but you aren't going to be able to use it from here, genius. Generdyne's got their place locked down tight. But, as usual, the weak link
Para
comes
alacağım,
from
oyun
the
benden
people
çalmış ya.
that work there.
165 k para ne
I recommend
yapıyor
you
ya?
start with Ayumi Komiko, an upper-level exec at
Ayu
Generdyne.
Kamiko. Okey la.
Get your
Öyle
hands
la.
on her security pass, and you'll have the run of the place.
Eyvallah.
Yeah, you probably don't want to do that. Komiko's having a little fling with Benjamin Bayou. Anyway, you can find Komiko at Euphorica. Talk to the owner of the place,
Huzursuz
Micah.
geldim.
She'll point you in the right direction. As for dealing with Komiko herself, she's got an office in the trade tower if you're looking for something incriminating. The rest is up to you, Rook. When you're done,
Oo, bize
come
bilgi
meet me at
verdi.
the VIP booth in the Astral Lounge so we can celebrate. Just grab that tech and plant the virus. Should be a cinch.
Ben genelde ekstra konuşma yaparım da. Ekstra bir bilgi veriyorlar. Mesela birinin zayıf noktasına falan veriyorlar sana. Gittiğinde iş kolay oluyor. Mesela bir bilgi istiyorsun. Başka bir NPC o NPC'nin zayıf noktasını söylüyor. Gidiyorsun direkt tak alıyorsun. Tehdit ediyorsun.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna
Nasıl
do
ya?
you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza before the disciples get you.
Kim bu
Okay.
müritler?
Worst gang there
Çete.
is. They'll stab you for kicks, taking bets on how long you squeal before you bleed out. And that's not a hyper whatchamacallit. They seriously did that. Poor Ted. We gotta look out for each other, right?
Tabii.
Us crate rats used to think the Ebbside strikers were awful, with all the muggings and shakedowns, but now that they're on the ropes, kinda wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Sauvage's. Streets are getting bad. Real bad.
Bu adamları kontrol edebilirim.
Sure, sure. So, for being so helpful, chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life. What with the disciples and all. Have a heart.
Hadi al lan al lan. Devlet bizden bu kadar çağırıyorsa sen de bunu al hadi.
I mean it. Go back to the plaza. Ain't nothing but shit and misery over here.
Oğlum 1000 kredi kazandın git oğlum yemek yesene buraya niye oturuyorsun? Böyle abi GeForce'dan mı oynuyor? Yo. Bilgisayardan oynuyor.
yourself on the wrong end of a bounty.
Ben görüyorum, giriyorlar oyun ekibi. Neyi görüyorsun?
You really going to walk on by and miss out on a chance to experience Euphorica? We have everything you want out of Neon and more. Come in right now, and you may even have a chance to experience our exclusive members lounge. So what do
Girdi.
you
Ben de
say?
gireyim. Coşku diyor la oraya. Oo, selamun
Okay, let's settle
aleyküm.
this once and for all. Velocity
Servis
or
ödüt.
Chimera?
Burada görev mi var? Oo, paketler ve postayı Akila'ya teslim edin. Bu lafı af salem. Oo. Korsan yağmayı öldür. Oğlum burada görevler varmış ya, yandan alıp yapabileceğimiz. Güzel.
Welcome. Please,
Aa, bu kızı tanıyorum.
make yourself comfortable.
Chimera's nice.
I can offer you a drink, or perhaps you're here seeking access to our members' lounge, where you can enjoy your Aurora experience in peace.
By the third chimera, you're floating on frickin' cloud
Ayumi
nine.
Komiko'yu arıyorum.
I don't know.
No, no, not this again.
Yeah, I
You
Oldu
people
lan.
should leave her alone. What do you want with her?
drink like that anyway.
Well, let's face it, some people are just gifted.
Ben ona eski bir arkadaşım, geri dönüyoruz. Sizi ilgilendirmez. Neden bu kadar önemsiyorsun? İmzalaması gereken bazı belgeler var. Diyelim bunu, bak bunu diyelim ya.
Yeah, sure. Tell me another one. You debt collectors are low-life assholes. She's broke, okay? Now get out of my club before I get really pissed off and have you thrown into the street.
Oy.
Really? I'd like to see you try.
İşte bu aşkım ya.
The Crimson Fleet. Oh my.
Kendine geldi.
I'm sorry. I
Heh,
had no
kendine
idea.
gel öyle.
I didn't mean anything by
Aşk
it,
beni
really.
koruyor.
Sorry, well, I worry about her. Ayumi owes a lot of money around town.
Borç.
I'm trying to help her out,
O kadar borç
but,
yapmaz.
you know, I have a business to keep afloat. If you want to talk to her, you can find her in the members' lounge. Of course, access to the lounge is going to cost you. And I'm not changing my mind about that.
Nasıl la? 5000 kredi. Üyelerin salonun avantajları
Not
nedir?
only will you be able to experience one of the most exclusive Aurora lounges in Neon, you also have access to our private bar. The bartender down there is a personal friend of mine, and he sells some rather unique items.
Özel şeyler satılıyormuş. Ödeyek mi, girek mi buraya? Özel şeyler satılıyor. Girek mi?
Excellent. Then here is your access key. Please let us know if anything in the lounge interferes with your comfort. Of course, I recommend our house specialty, the Chimera.
Chimera.
It's a unique triple-layer drink that I believe you'll find quite delightful. It consists of mild cold soju on the top, a thin layer of fruit liqueur in the middle, and a strong dark soju at the bottom. The initial mildness of Chimera slowly warms
bak.
the senses.
Sürekli para
which rapidly
kazandık. Sürekli para. Bugün
transitions
full
into a
para
sudden
kaybettik abi.
burst of
Full para
sweetness
harcadık.
from the fruit liqueur. This sweetness braces the palate for the impact of the much stronger, robust finish. It's a drink of my own design.
Oo,
Don't forget to ask Q to see our special menu.
güzel menü ha. Giriş nerede babu? Şimdi baba bir dakika. Görev ne diyor? Ayımı komik ile görevine geçiş sanatları edin. Bunu aldık. Ayımı zorla alacak kanıtı bulun. 2 tane isteğe bağlı. Ondan sonra ayımı komik koyu öldür diyor. Şimdi bu kızı burada öldürürsek yine başımıza belaya girer.
Yeah. What do you want?
Sen rahatsız ettiğim için.
Before you continue, let me save you some time. If you're having a problem with your POW or a complaint about your rates, you need to contact our customer service department. Anything else? You must be zoned out of your mind because there's no way anyone sober would say something like that. The Crimson Fleet, huh? This is interesting.
Tabii.
So tell me, what does Delgado need with my Pastor Genodyne? So, let me get this straight. You want me to sneak you into Genodyne so you can steal the only profitable piece of technology the company's come up with in decades.
Güçsüz.
If you expect me to take a risk like that, then it's going to cost you some major credits. Do you have any idea what Benjamin Bayou would do to me if he found out we were even having this conversation? If I'm going to let you into Genodyne, I need a backup plan. Namely, money to get off-world, fast. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, you do. Short of taking it off my dead body, which would never happen thanks to my Syoga buddies here, you don't pay, you don't get the pass.
Hayda. Baba şimdi ben bu kızı öldürürsem burada sıkıntı mı yaşarım? Üstümüze ödül koyarlar.
You've got yourself a deal. Here, take this pass. It should get you through the storage room entry to the facility. I'm warning you though, once you're inside, you're trespassing in a high security zone. That means they shoot on sight. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Nothing beats getting zoned in the members' lounge.
Biz başımıza büyük bir bela çekiyoruz ama hayırlısı. Bounty, sneakers de koyarlar.
Too bad I can't squeeze any more.
Yine ödedik, yine bir 4K gitti.
James Newell.
Oh, it smells horrible down here.
No percentage in causing problems.
Buraya gireceğiz hızlıca. Acaba yol var mı burada gizli bir şekilde devam etmemiz?
Must be a lot of valuable tech disappearing from Genodyne to justify all the scrutiny of their own employees.
Doğru söylüyorsun kız. Bunun başka bir yolu yok baba. Anasını. Hızlı bir iş ha.
Tired of hearing these technicians constantly whine about cost cutting and layoffs. They're lucky to be working at all.
I mean, we're in the same boat. Security's already
Gonna bury you.
Fire on the suspect!
Sana niye saldırdın ya?
Morgan, my sensors are picking up suspicious activity engaging. I have lost
Koş koş koş koş koş koş koş koş koş. Kız saldırdı onlara ya. Selamünaleyküm. Hiç rahatsız etmeye gelmedim be. Üstüme mermi bonti koymadınız ha bak. Ödülü koyarsanız sıkıntı.
Stop, please. If you want the encryption cipher, you're welcome to it. There's no need for all this violence.
Tamam.
Look, there's no need to be angry with me. I'm not trying to trick you. You want the cipher? It's yours.
Ver şifreyi oğlum.
At this point, I'd do anything to get back at my brother. He deserves everything he's got coming to him.
Oo.
I think you could safely say that most of Neon would agree. You know, I've spent my entire life living in Ben's shadow. Everything always works out for it.
Şifreyi ver şifreyi.
Yeah. You know what? I am sick to death of being pushed around. It's my turn to take. The passcode for my terminal is
Gen 41A18.
GEN-41A1.
Bunu not alın, bunu not alın.
That should give you access to the cipher and whatever else you need. I'm getting out of here while I still can. After you're done, I suggest you do the same.
Yok la 41A18.
Because he's a two-faced son of a bitch, that's why.
Oo,
That's not
kizli.
I mean, he's 11 years old. That's an understatement. I never knew my actual
Tamam.
Ben's mother, and then
Alo.
his dad.
Çok uzun.
Yeah, maybe. Look, that's why I gave you the encryption cipher. Do me a favor. Don't tell my brother we talked. He,
Virüsü falan da yükledik galiba. Bunları açayım da bu dosyalar. İleride lazım olabilir.
Wouldn't like it.
Kaç. Kaçtık gibi ya. Her şeyi hallettik ha. Merhabalar. Oyun Roblox mu? Ehe. Az önce ben ortalığı karıştırmadım. Hoş geldin. Oh.
Ah, there you are. What kept you? I believe we have a lot to discuss.
Tabii.
It's obvious you're here to meet someone. Fortunately for them, they rented this VIP room under a false name. I assume that same someone provided you with that clever little virus you installed into Genodyne's systems. All too well. You know, I should give credit where it's due. That virus is quite impressive. It will cost me tens of thousands of credits to remove. That's the last time I'll ever take the Crimson Fleet's capabilities for granted. And I'm a businessman, which means I know when to walk away from a deal. You want to know why? It's because I don't negotiate with pirates. They don't understand commitments or contracts. How to get the deal done with finesse. No. For your kind, it's only brute force and violence. Shoot first, take whatever you want, and ask questions later. That's not how I do business. That's what they tell me. Look, I'm not here to debate. I'm here to make an offer. All you have to do is tell me who's profiting from the virus you've uploaded. In return, I'll let you leave the city alive.
You make my skin crawl, Bayu.
You don't have to worry about that in the least. You point me to our little mole, and I'll do the rest. You don't even have to get your hands dirty. My dear friend, you couldn't possibly offer me enough money to offset the embarrassment that this has caused. I'm afraid you'll just have to reveal your source.
Yalan mı söyleyelim? Doğruyu mu söyleyelim? Şimdi Bryson Bayu bunun kardeşi. Birbirlerini sevmiyorlar zaten. Söyleyelim, öldürsün gitsin ya. Birbirlerini sevmiyorlar zaten. Haksız mıyım? Bunlar birbirlerini zaten sevmiyorlar. Söyleyelim, bunlar birbirlerini yiyesinler.
Bryson. Interesting. And here I thought my dear brother was simply a coward. Perhaps I've misjudged Bryson. No matter. I'll deal with him soon enough.
I would urge you to use compassion on Brayson's behalf. But that word isn't in your repertoire, is it, Bayu?
So, I assume this concludes our little arrangement, and you'll be leaving our fair city. Oh, when you get back to the key, be certain to give Neva and Delgado my warmest regards.
Biliyorlar. Biliyorlar bizi. Bu adam çok şey biliyor ha. Şşt, bu adamı öldürek.
How's things for you? So, what's new with you today? Yes, have a look. Leaving? Oh, I see how it is.
Ha.
Be careful around here.
Everyone knows this is Neon's premiere.
Oğlum moderatörlere sor bari. Biz nasıl bilelim? Doğru buradan değil mi? Yukarıdan mı? Oh, yatağım var, koltuğum var.
Glad you're back. Sorry about the whole Benjamin Bayu thing at the Ast. Can you believe the nerve of that smug son of a bitch? Man is priceless. You're not the least bit concerned that he found the virus and figured out where we were meeting that quickly. Must be nice to be so naive.
Yumru hoş geldin. Altyazili nasıl yaptın? Yama.
Well, I'm glad someone's happy. Since Bayu flagged the virus, I can't risk accessing the system now. All that work I did trying to crack Generdyne is gone. Now I'm in a bit of a bind. The prep work for this job put me in deep for a bunch of cash, and I have no way to pay it all back.
Masraflarını karşılamak için biraz kredi vermeme izin verin. Bu.
I've been fleet for the last 5 years. You don't have to remind me that there's risk in what we do. Look, I was hoping you'd pick up on what I was trying to ask. What the hell with it? I'll just ask. Can you cut me in for a little bit of cash you're making on this job? I mean, I did get you inside and practically hand you the data on the grid.
She's right, you know. Without her help, you never would have found your way into Genodyne.
Aşkım da istiyor ya. Sana bir şeyler ver.
Appreciate
Tamam
that.
hadi
I
lan.
really do. Having each other's back is what makes the fleet stronger, you know? How much are you willing to part with?
Gerek mi la buna para? Kurup ben de oynayacağım şimdi. Kur bakalım. Yama çıktı mı ki? Herkes indirebiliyor mu artık şimdi yama? Vallahi ya bugün oyun bizden alıyor ha. Her şey bizden alıyor bugün. Orta bir şey verek. Hadi gönlümüzden.
Yeah, so, you gonna say something? This is perfect. It will definitely help. Thank you.
We appreciate your help, Estelle.
All right, I guess we're done here. Tell Delgado if he ever needs me for anything else. I've still got his back. And hey, you won't be hearing Rook from me anymore. As far as I'm concerned, you're one of us now. Lifeblood of the fleet. If anyone tries to tell you otherwise, you send them to talk to me. I hear things are heating up back at the Key, so I might fire up my bird and head over to check things out. Rumor has it that Delgado has some solid info on the Crix's legacy story he's been hawking for the last few years. If there's even a chance that it's true, I want to be there when Shinya Voss starts splitting the loot, if you catch my meaning. Tell Neva she still owes me a drink for our poker game.
Oğlum kaçak mal lan bu. Aleykümselam. Shit. Alabiliyoruz mu o kaçak malı ya?
0101 17. ayını kutladı. Selam, iyi yayınlar.
Eyvallah kardeş.
Love your fit. It may not work for some, but you wear it like a champ.
This place is like my second.
That side's a bad.
Kugiya. Merhaba.
No funny business, okay?
Bu şehir full su. Hatta bu gezegen. Abi selamünaleyküm. Acaba çeviride hatalar rastladın mı biraz? Hatalar var. Hatalar var biraz.
I'm in the mood for a
Ama görmezden gelir.
How about you?
Oyun küçük değil çünkü. Mesela az önce buradan geçti ve bu NPC konuştu, alt yazısı çıktı mesela. Bunlar hepsini çevirmek de var. Bir dakika, biz anahtara mı gidiyoruz acaba? Anahtara dön. Tamam, anahtara gidiyormuşuz. Anahtar.
I'm doing an oral history of Constellation's most decorated members. It's just me repeating your name into a data slate for 5 hours.
I don't suppose I have time for a nap before we leave? Hmm?
Beni niye kapıda bekliyor bu?
All hell's breaking loose, Rook. Delgado needs you in the repair bay with Jazz as soon as possible.
Ne oldu ki?
Oh, it's bad. Real bad. Delgado will fill you in with the details.
Ne oldu? Savaş mı çıktı
Now
lan?
get your ass to the repair bay. Go!
15.000 kredi. İyi, verdiğimizi aldık herhalde.
I like my weapons like I like my coffee. Skull.
Lan orada ya. Ev mi patlıyor?
I heard Isla's sister is some hardcore mercenary.
I always thought heat leeches were just pests. Every time I see Radley smile, I want to punch him in the face.
Need some medical assistance?
Mm-hmm.
First time visiting the infirmary, huh? Let me give you a piece of advice. Try not to get into too many bar fights. I'm trying to save my dwindling supplies for sale and pirates coming in off of raids. That's what they all say, until they stumble in bleeding out on my floor. So here's what's what. You need med packs, curatives, preventatives, I've got you covered. At least as long as my current supply holds out. You need enhancers, legal or illegal? I've got those too. A dealer with a full medical background. Thank you very much. Now, if you don't need anything else, I've got a particularly annoying supply issue to deal with. Sure. Whatever keeps you off my operating table.
Acil durum kiti. Aynı fiyat ya. Bunlar buralarda falan ucuza falan satsalar güzel olmaz mıydı ya? İyi, aldık bunları.
Try not to die out there.
Bir Esat. Şş, karış ne gidin böyle ya?
Need to have Jazzy look at my brother.
Duran beni
And you are
çağırıyormuş.
sure we will have those defense batteries up and running?
No, I'm not sure. They're in bad shape, Del. really bad shape.
Patron beni çağırıyor
I'm already
musun?
using duct tape and spit to keep the station from falling apart, and you want me to pull a rabbit out of my hat?
I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear that it's going to be fixed. Period. Get it done.
All right, I'm on it.
You want to quit standing there and hand over the conduction grid data?
Ah, perfect. I'll take that.
Dependable as always. Unlike some people we know.
Oh, that's real funny.
All right, listen up because I don't want to repeat this twice. We've gotten word that UC SysDef is massing somewhere nearby for an attack on the key. While we prepare for their arrival, I want you to head straight for Bannock 4 and bring Crix's legacy home. Lay it out, Jess.
All right, first things first. I'm gonna upload this data you snagged from Generdyne into the Key's databanks. All you need to do is build and then install a conduction grid module onto your ship. Oh, and if you haven't already, you'll need the CommSpike module installed as well.
While we're at it, perhaps we should fetch your groceries for you as well?
Once your ship is ready, jump out to Bannock 4, board the legacy, and bring us the cash. Everything you'll need for ship repair and construction is down in Jess's section of the key. If you have any questions about the modules, she'll have all the answers.
Peki.
Nothing around here is simple.
Dell's right. You have to follow these steps carefully, or don't bother coming back. After you board the Legacy, be on the lookout for 2 transfer modules. They're special keys that allow access to the ship's vault. Once you locate the vault's control center, hook up the data core I'm gonna give you, and download everything they've got.
And before you get any bright ideas, like running off with the money, that currency is going to be heavily encrypted. Only a genius like Shinya will be able to crack that encryption.
Hayda.
So bring it back here right away. Are you kidding? Everyone around here is a traitor.
Hayda.
Look, I'm gonna make this real simple for you. If that money ends up anywhere but the key, I will hunt you down and pry it out of your dead hands myself. Now get moving. Get moving before it's too late.
I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make this fast. The CommSpike traces and decrypts coded signals. As long as you have the transponder ID, you can track pretty much anything. That file you lifted from the Galvan archives contained the Legacy's transponder code, which I'll program into your nav system. All you have to do is get within the vicinity of Bannock 4, and the CommSpike will automatically point you to the target. Cute toy, huh?
Bir dakika. Ben şey söyleyeyim mi? Hazırlansın bir şey. Hadi bakalım. Umarım şu yapılır. Ne diyor?
Not a problem. Conduction grid data is all set up in the system, so it should be an easy install.
Bakalım hangi
I've
gemiler
got plenty of goodies to choose from.
Saat daha 18. Kızıl Fleet Phantom 2. Bu ne lan? B class bu. İşte bu aradığım gemi. Tam aradığım gemi işte bu ya. Şuko. Bunların hepsini kullanabiliyorum. Şey diyeyim mi? Bu çok fenaymış ha bu. Çok fena.
I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make this fast.
Well, you already know that the conduction grid does a pretty nifty trick. It absorbs extreme voltage and converts it to usable power on neon. The version for your ship can still absorb incoming electrical energy, like, say, the EM field surrounding Bannock 4, but it can't store the power. Instead, it just scatters the EM harmlessly away from the hull, insulating you from frying every circuit aboard. As a nice side effect, I'm betting the module will make your ship somewhat EM weapon resistant and boost its shield regen. Lucky.
Tamam.
There are 3 defensive bats. They were part of the UC's original defenses for the station. Pretty effective, too. Can put some serious hurt on enemy spacecraft. The good news is that the batteries have an incredibly wide field. The bad news is... Not a problem. Conduction grid data is all set up in the system, so it should be an easy install. All right, let's see what you need.
Gemi inşaatçısı. Acaba buradan mı ekleyeceğiz mi? Neye eklememizi istiyorlardı ya? Yaktır. Dolda şöyle. Yakıt tankları. Ha bu. Değer 0 bu. Bir tane daha ekleyebiliyor muyum? Tarama karıştırıcı. Oo. Kalkanlı bir kargo modülü karışıyorsun ve kaçakmaya çalışıyorsun. Bu gemi tarama sırasında kaçma şansının %10 artan bir tarama sistemi. %10 mu? Dayım. %30, %50. İşimize yaramaz bu. Tamam, bu tamam. Yapılması gerekenleri yaptık. Hadi gidelim. Bu ne? Silah tezgahı. Acaba buradaki şeyleri ne mı ayrı acaba?
Too many missions. Not enough time.
I don't know about you, but...
Need something?
Benden önce gitti mi?
It might not be Jemison, but this ship is starting to feel like home.
Nerede lan? Görünmüyor. Baka mı girdi la acaba?
What can I do for you, Captain?
Aleykümselam. Yes be. Yo. Aynısını oynuyorum. Oyun çıktı ki.
Just like you planned.
Oğlum bu bizimkiler baba. Bence Şey yaptırırlar bizi. Almış gibi yapıp ama almayacağız. Buradakiler bizimki. Selamun aleyküm.
All support ships have arrived, Commander.
Good. After we're done here, arrange a briefing. I want all of their CEOs over here as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
Baskına gidecekler galiba ya.
I'm going to make this short and simple.
Ne diyor
I've
lan?
received the reports about that stunt you pulled on Neon. You opened fire inside Genadine, a civilian facility. This is completely unacceptable.
Ateş etmedim. Ben ateş etmedim. Onlar ateş etti.
Part of your job was keeping those people back on Neon alive. Whether they're guilty or not wasn't up to you to decide.
Ben sıkmadım babo, sıkmadım. Alo.
Follow my orders and do exactly what I say. I've tried to be patient with you, but my patience and your time with SysDev is at an end. You're under arrest. I expect you to follow Lieutenant Toff to the brig peacefully, or else we'll have to use lethal force. Do you understand?
Hayda.
Do you understand what you've done here? If you think for one moment I'm going to allow you to continue under my command, then you've seriously underestimated my judgment. You're being removed from this ship and transferred to prison, where you'll pay for your crimes. Lieutenant Toff will explain all of the details. Sorry it's come to this, but you left me no choice.
Abi saldırmadım oğlum. Bunlar bana saldırdı.
A wise decision on your part.
By order of Commander Kibwe Akande, you are hereby under arrest. You're now stripped of all privileges befitting a member of UC SysDef, and you will be immediately remanded to prison on Jemison. Any attempt to return to the ship will be considered a hostile act and you will be fired upon.
Get off my ship.
Allah Allah.
Don't you
Tövbe
ever-
estağfurullah. Kim benim düşmanım la? Son bakışlar. Aleykümselam. Yok anlamadığım şey şu. Bizim gittiğimiz görev kimseyi sıkmadı mesela. Full onlar sıktı. Yo daha kötü olurdu. Daha kötü olurdu.
On the way, Captain. Sergeant Yuli was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
O büyük geminin artık benim düşmanım mı onlar? Kardeş no problem. Hiç sorun değil. Elimizden geleni yapacağız. Son bakışlar bu ne? Vay be. Aa yeni bir şey gelmiş envanterinde gitti ya. Üç buçuk saatmiş.
Do you need anything? Your clothes cleaned, your boots polished, your mirror shined.
Oğlum beni attılar la. O kadar gizli görev yapıyorum valla.